All right, we're switching it up for the AI in five today because we made it to 100 episodes. So I think we've done like almost 100 AI in five. So if you're new here, my name is Jordan Wilson. I'm the host of Everyday AI. We're a daily live stream podcast and free daily newsletter helping everyday people like you and me, learn AI. So if you haven't already, make sure to please go subscribe to our daily newsletter. It's actually amazing. We're updating the website uh, today. So it might look a little different, but I wanted to do the fastest ever recap of our 10 favorite episodes. This episode, the live stream, I'll link it. It went long, it was like an hour. But here's the fastest recap possible. And as a reminder, if you do, I'll leave the link. Go share that LinkedIn post, and we're running a giveaway, and we'll give you early access. All right. So I'm going to skip through some of this and highlight I'm going to highlight some of our top episodes. So, in storytelling, Doug Thompson, he worked at Microsoft for 20 years. He was an AI ambassador before this big AI wave. So, this is one of our favorite episodes. He drops some great tips on storytelling and talking about right here that you're simply the vehicle at which the story is being told. This was a fantastic episode. So, if you want to know more about AI and storytelling, make sure to go check that one out. All right. And I'll go through and, you can go listen to the full one if you want, where I give my hot take on everything as well. So in HR, Jen Kirkwood joined us from IBM. She is a leader there at IBM in AI and ethical HR. So she shared essentially that AI can help people in HR to get out of transactional activities. So this was a fantastic episode. And in the end, here's the thing. HR really determines how companies use or don't use artificial intelligence and generative AI systems. So make sure to go give that episode a listen if you're interested in AI and how it can be used in the workplace. And I do have hot takes on that as well. All right. Ethics, probably our favorite ethics episode, and we've had a couple, was with Katharina Corner. So she is from the Tech Diplomacy Network, and she speaks a lot on responsible AI use. And one of the things that she talked about a lot was transparency and explainability of different large language models. So if you are interested in data and privacy, make sure to give that episode a listen. All right, and then healthcare. So we had Dr. Harvey Castro was the episode that we highlighted. And he talked about the future of AI in healthcare. Very fascinating stuff in this episode. He essentially talked about a future where we will be talking to a GPT-enabled doctor, essentially, and that they'll be able to help us, locate immediate care. So, Dr. Harvey Castro, he actually wrote the book on GPT and healthcare. So if you're interested in what that means, make sure to check that episode out. And I will leave them all somewhere down there in the description, right? Marketing. So we had the president of digitalmarketer.com, Mark DeGrasse. So digitalmarketer.com is probably the best place on the internet to get information about marketing. So we had the president of digitalmarketer.com join us, Mark DeGrasse, and he had some fantastic takes. It's really going to be worth your time. But essentially, one of the things that he offered to get people to really start to use generative AI is to use ChatGPT instead of Google. Because it is going to help you learn how to use a large language model correctly. And also, like he said here in the quote, is to make money. That's a must listen. Startups. Wow. Xiaoxin Zhang joined us. So a former head of global, I think he was the head of global innovation at AWS, Amazon Web Services. And right now he is the president of FinTech for Good. But he talked about giving great advice to startups. Y'all, if you work at a startup, go listen to this episode. It is like worth, it's like talking to a startup advisor. But one thing that he talked about is staying extremely focused in the never-ending kind of waves of emerging AI technology, which is just fantastic advice. And again, if you want my hot takes, go listen to the full episode. All right. And then for the future of AI, we had on Corey Warfield. So if you follow AI on LinkedIn or Twitter or anything, you've probably seen Corey. He's been in the AI space for a very long time, more than most people. So he came on the show, talked about the future of AI. We kind of talked a little bit about how to properly use a large language model, which is a popular topic. But Corey also had some extremely hot takes about if companies don't start using generative AI, he gives them 18 months until they start to get passed by others that are using it. So very fascinating episode. All right, big tech. This one was me talking about Microsoft Copilot and how it's going to shake the economy. Essentially this, right now to use generative AI, you have to log on to all these different tools. But with Microsoft 365 Copilot, the best and most powerful generative AI is going to be on your desktop, on your operating system. How wild is that? So if you're interested in that and what that means, even for our society, because it's pretty big, make sure to check that episode out. All right. And then education. So we had Kelsey Beringer, who is the CEO of PackBack. She came on and talked about which I think was great because we talk about AI in education and immediately we say, hey, let's ban it. We shouldn't be banning it. Kelsey laid out some great tips, techniques, and strategies on how educational systems can use AI in the right way and not just say ban it. If you're banning AI in the classroom, not very smart. And last but not least, me one more time, going over the best ChatGPT plugins and how they'll change your business. This was, I think, from like a downloads perspective, it was our most popular episode out of the 100. But essentially, using plugin packs, that's what we teach in our PPP course, Prime Prompt Polish. Using plugin packs right now, especially until Microsoft Copilot comes out, I think is the most underrated and most undervalued part of running a successful business. You can automate so many parts, so many mundane tasks and so many manual parts of your job or of your company. So, that's it, y'all. Make sure if this sounded good to you and if you didn't listen to the whole episode, the link is going to be in the description. Make sure you go check that out. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you back tomorrow for a more normal edition of AI in 5. Thanks, y'all.